Hello and welcome back. Today, let's get our next level up and running and actually get smart plating up and running so we can get through the first phase and get our automated power system. Again, just gotta check how tall I want this floor to be. I can afford this. Splooging out on some nice new floor. Yeah, those will not be producing at full. Just looking at the yellow rod there and checking of why they were not producing at full speed. Which is of course is because this one is blocked. But we are not sending any, I believe we're not, oh, we are sending resources up here right now anyway. But I need to check how tall I need to make this in order to clear the clearance of this one. Which is 5, yeah, alright, so it's gonna be a tall level. We can, but no, I don't. If I had power, I'd probably be building some more of the missing parts. I need to make this to be 5 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to have something to aim for. How do I do this? Here's the wrong way and the right way. God damn it, let's do the right way. Can we even do it the right way? I think we have to do it like this. Yeah. That's really ugly. This is why you want elevators. I guess we could make this one here. Disgustingly, oops, functional. It does what it needs to do. Alright. Since smart plating is made an assembler requiring these two, we're just gonna go over here. I'll probably also have to build the modular frames up here. But those will not, I will not do my aggressive builds before I actually have power to do it. As soon as we get power, which I know I keep saying, we can take a lot more liberties. Like building every item that we are capable of building, rather than just what we need to continue. Let's get it out here. However, we're going to have a really easy time building the assembler. If I calculate this correctly, because it's just 2 items that we need to get in. And yeah, that should be it. That is where we are sending out our smart platings. To have jetpacks and other things. No. Oh. I'm really looking forward to having a better overview when I build, and blueprints and all the other jazz that you get. I feel like I can place this one here. It's not a splitter. Damn it. It's a merger you want. Smartplating. Are you in the goddamn way? Oh, well, let's play with power afterwards. Here. And you could do this in many different ways. I like to do it like this. Oh, it's 2 up. But you could also just have like one line going in here and then across, but I like to have it split out. I can't tell you what is best. Probably not the way that I'm doing it, but I don't really care. This is how I want to do it. And this power line goes to this one, and we again try to follow this one out here. And we technically have unlocked things to make this prettier. Yeah, I'll do that some time. When I have plenty of time for something else to do, I will make it pretty as well. We used all the iron rods. I need to go get some more materials. How much is it for the parachute? Yeah, it's the fabric. I probably should go and get that though. It won't make getting through down through this factory until we actually get more efficient ways of transporting ourselves. A lot easier if we have the have the parachute. You know what? No, that's not good. No, I want you to go. Get to this one. which one it targets. Probably the wrong one. Anyway. I just thought that because we just filled up restocked our resources, we should be able to build up a buffer of the materials we actually need in order to build the smart plating. Oh, to have a jetpack or whatever. To have a jetpack or have an elevator or something. So 1 for this and 2 for this one. That's not what it's supposed to be. Silly, silly me. And if I then go you here, I feel like that's a little bit too tall. It is the right placement, it's just a little bit too tall, which means if I go like this, yeah, this one has the correct height. At least this. That should not work. I took all the reinforced iron plates, that's why nothing is coming up. We'll have to get a look at that. 2. I feel like the in-game music is off though. That'll be make this a very quiet game. And here I want my first splitter. And this, no, wrong button. Should be my second splitter. Sometimes I do get impressed of how long these spells can be. Alright, so that was the stash that we had. I'm gonna put a merger here, even though that hopefully is never gonna be a thing. Or likely it's never gonna be a thing. Just looks a little better. Can you do it? Yeah, you can. Can you do it? No. Alright. Let's go then. And let's go set it up so that it will slowly fulfill our objectives. Are we not making... Those are both coming up. I'll have to figure out why it's not making any more of them. First of all, yeah, set this one up. I don't recall how much else I'm gonna need, but I believe I said that I will need to build the modular frames up here. Okay, it is coming, just really slow. That is not unexpected. I mean, first of all, the iron has to move through the entire build structure, and second of all, it takes some time to make these plates. But this should mean... Sorry about that, I just hit something. This should mean that we have automated the smart plating, which I can then... I just want to see here, can I... Just want to put in like a little bit. I trust it, which means we should be able to set it up to automatically fill inside the space elevator. Come on. And then I'm gonna go and cut down a shitload of mushrooms. Just so I can get my parachute. And I'm standing in the correct place here. That will not be well enough, but I can put it here, I believe. And then, how far up does this one go? Yeah, I thought so. I'm just gonna go up and attach it up top. If you use floor holes here, it will be a lot prettier. I will do that at some point, probably. You don't need to, and that is probably going to be my catchphrase of this run. If I don't need to do it, I'll probably skip it until I either feel it would be prettier or I have the resources to do it. Let's just remove those for now. There goes the smart plating. That should connect the two. If that is true, I should be able to just wire that up, and in due time we will get 50 smart plates. And while that is happening, I can first of all go gather a lot more biomass for our fuel, and hopefully, do I have enough? Yeah, go and maybe unlock one of the hard drives that I didn't have enough metal to cross the chasm last time. Let's go out a little bit. Oh, that's fine. I feel like I am just gonna go like this. way. And then here. There we have it. Phase 1 has been automated. And we even have power to spare, I believe. Not a lot though. That's really not good. How much do we have any like spare fuel? No, we don't even have that. All right. Well, as long as that is happening, can I just what do you need for this? It'll be a while. I don't really need this. Yes, it'll make moving around faster, but to be honest, I went an entire run without building any of those. And we can't afford to add more resource gathering. So let's just explore a bit and get some more fuel. I believe I could, yeah, I could technically make fabric automatically now if I wanted to. Let's go into the cave again. We'll probably have to kill a few of the critters inside there and gather all the mushrooms we can. Hopefully enough to get flying, get the parachute. I keep stalling because I keep starting to have new thoughts as I'm processing the old ones. I hope it will be a pattern I can unlearn as we continue this run. And here we go. 4 out of 50. We're moving forward. I did throw some plates up there as a buffer, so it might be those that just went through. So far, no spiders. I don't believe that will continue. Or what? They haven't respawned? Well, that's lucky. Pick up leaves? Where? Oh, that gave us some mycelia as well. And with this, hopefully we should have enough. Nice. We should have enough to actually make a parachute. Where do you go? Always keep picking up barriers wherever you are. Let's just go back with our current haul. And then I might I'll just handcraft the parachute. Hopefully that will be a possibility. And then I'll consider if I'll set up automated fabric creation, but I don't think I want to do that right now. 10 out of 50. It will take a while. We also have places to go and things to see. We've only found two of what we needed. Let's just make us all the fabric from this. And hopefully I can make a parachute. Great. Very nice. And we can install all of this. Yeah, I don't want to go and put that into the machine for now. All right. So we are building our. This will need to get Sam. A lot of things that we don't have. What about you? Rotors, yeah, that's gonna be a while. Power slugs, sulfur, so all of this. How about what's that? Yeah, no mind. Let's go and see if we can access the hard drive now. And oh, that's a long way down. Just take the ladders and maybe go explore for the SAM while the phase 1 is being built. I also believe that it's out where the hard drive is, that there is the coal that I'm most likely going to be using for the coal power. Is that a mesosphere there? Because then we'll just go grab that one as well. No, that's the summer sloop. Even better. Or stand still, you goddamn monster. There we go. And instead of doing some parkour, let's use the ladder.
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
You know. What? Haha, that would have been very silly if I found that. What is attacking me now? You. Good. I always feel it's really nice to keep picking up as many of these remains as you possibly can, because they will be very useful for getting points later on. Might as well grab as many as possible. And what do you need? Repairs is copper sheets. And of course, I don't have any copper sheets with me, that's one thing. And I don't even have the resources to make them. Right. Is there some copper ore nearby? How many do I need? Oh, one. So, I usually detest building things by myself. But since it's just one and we have time for exploration, since we are only halfway through phase 1. And I don't think we really have the resources to speed it up a lot more. I am just gonna go here. Mine this one out and build one copper sheet. Which I should be able to be built on the crafting bench, right? Limestone. Ah, that's not really worth that much, but let's pick it up anyway. So I don't mistake it for something else next time I come around here. Get away from me. Oh, is this good enough? Yes! You can sometimes glide up walls when you have the parachute on. So don't necessarily believe that you have to be above the place you need to land on. There is a quirk with that. Our very
Damaged
first time
hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Of course, Ada. Nothing could go wrong here. Oh. Pick up some wood for our biofuels. And, well, let's take some sulfur. We have some coal. Even though we haven't unlocked coal, should we start building come on. Because this is coal. Can I can start mining this. So you could technically do the MAM research for it. I also need the coal later on. Is this the Caterium ore? Yes. Let's get it.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
What the? Oh no, wait. Can't pick up the power slot. Can we build enough here to start doing that maybe? So I know I will want this. Now we just gotta go all the way home with this. Either we go over here and around with the coal belt or just through. Since we are up high, I think we could go through. I know I need to elevate the coal anyway, so can we do it like this? That's way too close, sorry. I'll be fine. Put this one here. I don't know if I hit that correctly, but it looks like I did. Great, we just need you to snap on. This one here. There we go. Where are you? Give me your valuable corpse.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Okay, we have a bit of fuel. Alright, we need to go back and see if we can fix that. That was what I was worried was gonna happen at some point. And this is why I really want coal power. Ah, damn. I thought I checked the power was going fine, so it's just because, probably just because we haven't, we don't have enough fuel. And because that we don't have enough power plants. Yeah, let's run home. Once we get coal, hopefully this will be a done deal. not enough space to pick up leaf. That's brilliant. Oh, it could be some barrel nuts. Yeah. Masterpiece in waiting. Alright, can I just put this one in, this one in, this one in, this one, sort. Gold, plutonium. Just gotta see what I can just get in this one before we go over there. Alien megafauna. Start research. Oh, nice.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Just setting the scan of the hard drive up. Adding the biofuel over here, and let's go have a look. Wait, these are full. Or what? You are producing. Yeah, you know, I have no power, that's fine. I understand. That's not my. And you are producing, but you have no power. Fine, which is why you don't build anything. Okay, so it is just the power that's the problem. Let's go and do the single thing, and hopefully and that's the easy way to restart this once it goes out. Now, I did see that our, what was it? This one, yeah. What's the, is it B? Oh, there we go. So bloody dark. Oh, because this is already. Okay, it makes a lot of biomass per minute from wood. That's pretty insane. How much you need? You need 120 leaf sprints. You are the one who needs this one. The input. Yeah, this was expensive, but this is the only way we can currently upgrade our powers. Enable MK2 and MK2. This is the solid fuel, but the solid fuel requires a full belt of this, which we have now, I think. 60 per minute. And you are full. And the problem with this setup here is, yeah, we do have to fill these up here. If you do it in the smart way of splitting it up and out, you don't have this problem. I don't remember the name of that way of building, but this is easier to scale, while the other one is more efficient of actually using all of your fuel. Let's do like this. And just take this one, grab half of that. But now all of them are back on, and it's not because they do not produce enough power, those that we have there. It is simply yeah, it's not max consumption. It is because of the distribution of power materials. And I can just take don't care about the copper and the limestone. Just throw that out here for garbage. But the other things, which we can't because the MAM is running for the next 5 minutes. I am going to go and keep building up the coal highway, getting the coal back to base. That will be the next major resource that we are going to want to get into our factory anyway. And I'll figure out if I take it around there. Probably should. That's how it was intended. That's not far enough. I had hoped the area was big enough to gather up all of the bushes. Clearly it was not. Am I going the right way? I am. It's just this way over here. I am an idiot. I forgot the damn concrete. Can we build this too long? So here, do I have enough? I have just enough for this. Alright. Anyway. Well, you also take concrete, but I have enough for this one to go. Let's go back and get the party started. Looking at those up there, I am wondering if there is a single Mach 1 belt of the biomass. If they are actually producing more biomass than what could be on a Mach 2 belt. since they are yellow. Did they already use all the resources they might have? Oh god damn, that was fast. Oh well. The concrete for more production. 45 out of 50. I had thought that just from that little excursion that we would have been all the way up to 50 with that one. Seems not to be the case. Let's just take these. Is the MAM done? Nah, screwed. We'll have to go back here anyway. Fly on the wind. Here we go. Get away from me, beasties. I like to do that when I have these. I move it until I'll build a straight path until I hit something like this, and then go vertical. Oh shit. Vertical until I clear the obstacles. I think 5 would be enough. Ah, you can't get up here. Probably can if you just wants to look around. And I think here should be fine. Let's go back and end the phase, and then I'll figure out which way to bring this coal. The reason I say the right way is to go over there, that is if I take everything that way around, I won't have any overlaps. And it will be prettier. It's definitely easy just to route it this way in. So I'm a little torn how to do it. You could go in here and just go like right over here and then around. I will just get to next phase and see how far we are from coal. Then have a look at all this. Oh, those are...
Hard drive analysis completed. Alternative recipe selection available in the MAM.
Yes, if we got the sulfur and the coal, we could actually build some of these. How much quaternium we had? We had? Oh, might as well. Put that in the MAM.
The metal has been named Caterium after Fixit's greatest CEO Katerina Parks.
Oh yeah, the
It has
zipline.
been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
So, here we have this one. Let's unlock our next tiers.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better Fixit future.
Woohoo! And yes, so it's coal time. That is essentially what we're going for. I don't want to keep getting power. Let's have a look at the distribution up here. Beautiful.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fixit saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fixit. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
There we go. That's nice. And what do I have to do to get the power? Coal power. Milestone. Right. That's all we really want. Which, since these are the resources I need, and I know that we're currently using a lot of it for Smartplating, I am going to go up and disable Smartplating production. Even though that's something we need, I'd rather have... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'd rather get the coal power requirements out, and all I need to do is just disassemble the belts, send out rotors, and reinforced iron plates. Which is from here, right? Yeah. And that makes it very easy to re-add this once we need it. And we can now patiently, not my strong suit, but we can then patiently wait for the missing resources in order to get coal power. In the meantime, I can get the coal to our base. Zip. Oh, that's also really nice. Yeah, but this is main objective right now is getting the power. And I should have enough to keep building the... Yeah. We're currently not making modular frames. I'm just gonna throw those off, and I don't need to carry 1,000 screws. Oh. So if I got this way around here. Does mean every other resource. No, they'll just come in here. It's only resources that come from this area. No, but they will come. I think I just agreed with myself that we can just move the coal this way. So let's do it. Hopefully soon. Wait, I didn't notice this one here. Hopefully soon I will not have to go around and pick up leaves everywhere I go. That is our goal. The goal. Not having to do anything manual ever again. Never having to leave my beautiful factory for any reason. This does mean that I need to go. How much space do I have? Like, it's not a lot, is it? No, it's really not a lot. Because it wasn't supposed to be like this. Damn it. I think I'll take it the other way around. You could bring it in the other way here. But I'd rather do it like this. Because I think this will scale better. So this might seem very annoying right now. I think it will be a lot easier to deal with in the future. We're not going over anything here. If I wanted, which I might want to do, get that one up. Just gonna go. Before I set up all the infrastructure for the coal, I might as well just get. See that I can actually build this route that I want to do. And the reason I'm giving this much clearance is I would like to have 3 belts of copper coming in. Now, even though we are producing things that requires iron plates, if my calculations are correct, we should still be stockpiling them because they do not consume iron plates as fast as we are producing them. That is the hope. And I do not know if that's true. And the problem is, of course, also the internal buffer in the machines might not be full. If not, we'll have to go and scavenge some iron plates somewhere. Let's just get rid of this and this. What was I looking for? I was looking for iron plates. Why am I not running? I am. I'm just very slow. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Iron plates. Screws. I honestly can't believe this isn't full yet. It's almost there. Yeah, so we are stockpiling. As we consume fewer than we're producing, which is probably not true for the iron rods though. It isn't true for the iron rods, but we should have enough for now. I got the 204, yes. This is the best mode of transportation. Oh, come on. No! There we go. And I should believe... Oh, that's not enough. This is enough. I like to build corners, mainly because I can then... It looks pretty, that's one thing. The other thing is, if you build corners and then you add... Ah, goddamn. Ladders to the corners, you have easy way to get back up onto your constructions wherever you go. But I must admit, it's mainly because I enjoy how it looks. You don't need to do this. There are no structural requirements for how much clearance you need beneath any of your constructions. So here we go. That's a 4, I don't need that, I just need... Yeah, this one is going in here and using below. Yeah, I know I made a big deal out of it doing it this time, this way last time. What is this? Better. Because then coal can move above this one and in here. We could make it so that this has a little more space away from the others. Sure, why not? These are still for copper. This will be the first one for coal. Since copper should be coming in 3 layers here, I will just make it so this one here. We are going to have to transport a ton of coal. But for now, I'm just gonna make it so that we get the one belt. It being a pure belt, I believe it is enough for a while. And I mean, until we can afford having higher tier belts, we will just be going for a lot of tier 1 belts. Let's go. That's not nearly enough. We all know where the well, I know where all the iron plates are going, and since they are being stocked up into the machine's internal buffer, I can go and just get a stack, hopefully. Yeah. $150. I do want to escalate how many we get of the reinforced ones once we have better power, because we are going to be using it a shit ton. Even though when we get steel, most likely going to be using that a lot more. What's that? 31 missing? Yeah, that's pretty good. I think we can call that we are going to... I'm going to end this part here with coal being automated, but probably not coal power. If I'm lucky enough to get all this done. And if I can afford all of it. I feel like we do a... And then... There we go. Much nicer. It is so nice when those help alignments actually work. But I do wonder if I have enough of this to get the belt out all the way about over here. I don't actually think I do. But at least now we're out of the problem with not having enough concrete all the time. But that does mean now we don't have enough iron plates. Which is also hopefully something we can improve upon once we get more power. I thought it would be just long enough. Apparently, I was wrong. Oh, no. Yeah. Also, we just need to get power onto this one. Just before I forget actually dragging the power this way. I can't remember if we have to cross over at some point, but let's see how this goes. Wire is too long. good thing about having a factory building everything and having to be moving around here, that once you run out of resources, usually what you were waiting for is done. But yeah, we are definitely not making enough of anything. It's always a good thing to just throw away anything you don't need anymore, that you are producing, don't want to deal with. Just because it'll grant you a few tickets. You don't really need that many of them. The ladder really makes everything a lot better. And if we are going to go for the golden nugget, which is hopefully what's going to happen, just chipping away at that end goal ever so slightly all the time is pretty nice. Needed to go here. Probably not. Probably this is the bad way to do it, because it will probably have stacked up at the machine now again. Yeah. I thought as much. But then we can also see how many of the reinforced plates have been produced. Actually, screw getting an elevator. Getting the hyper tubes to go between floors would be really nice. Give me 30. You gotta be kidding me. That's 31. That is exactly what we need for the coal. Okay, let's go do that. But that means that next time we will be setting up coal power. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the steel. Yeah. Next time, coal power, water, and all the most terrible things for this to work. That I'm not looking forward to. There we go.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Steel production is pretty nice. Vehicular transport. So, we're nearing the end of this episode, and yeah. The resource shortage will still be a problem for a long time, I can see. We need to speed up our production of the metal thing, metal parts. But I don't feel comfortable doing it with what we have. But we can at least set up for the copper sheets, so we can make transporting water into reality. I keep forgetting the power. Because that will not dig into our current production of any of the metal products, which is definitely not something we want to do. And just maybe Sam. I really want the Sam. It's just so nice. And then getting steel. Even though steel's gonna be... Usually steel is pretty easy, but since we're bringing it all back and building it all in one place, it's gonna be a bit annoying. I'll see what I can do though. Please attach correctly. There we go. Is this a... Ah, I'm missing, yeah. So close. And the thing is that when this one has been attached, the coal will start coming towards us. And now I need to go and get more iron plates, which I will be doing now. But that means that as soon as the coal starts to go to this base, we can set up coal power and start expanding without having to leave the factory for a while again. So it will be hopefully mostly building, shoring up all of the things we are missing. Yeah, getting more iron probably is going to be a thing. But it's going to be very interesting with how much we can actually support and how much we want to support from our coal patches and from the water that we need to go and pump up and get in here. I should be able to, yeah, build the copper sheets in this floor as well. With the copper, which will be the next job. Oh, there we go. $60. God damn, that's not a lot. Don't know if that's enough actually to get. Oh, it might be. Oh, it might not be. Well, that will mean time for exploration, right? Is the coal moving? Yeah, the coal is coming along, fine. 28. Yeah, it's not enough. Can we even combine it to this one? We can. So close, yet so far. And I think that's gonna be it. I will be signing off for now. Next time, coal power using the coal that's gonna get in from this one long conveyor belt, and the water from the pond over here to build coal on top of this one. It's going to be absolutely horrifying and absolutely terrible. And I hope to see you all there, and I hope you have a good one.